Do you want to be among the awliya of Allah? Do you have what it takes? Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Have you ever thought about what it takes to be a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? We're going to learn from the youth of the cave how they earn that status. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala refers to them as awliyaullah. And he says that those who choose to follow the shaitan and to find other courses of life, other ways of life, they have their own awliya. First of all, what does it mean to have a wali? It means to have somebody who's your protector, your guardian, the one that you turn to for everything that you need. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He refers to the youth of the cave as those who have found a wali in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What was it about them that earned them that status? And why is it important for us to talk about it? Because awliya can be people like you and I. SubhanAllah, these young men of the cave, they were fitya, like we said. Young men who could have continued to live their life as is, pursue their careers, pursue families, make the best for themselves. But they chose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so Allah chose to be their wali, to take care of them and to be their guardian and to be their advisor and their protector. And so all of us, subhanAllah, can earn that status and that honor if we do certain things and if we have certain characteristics that these young men had. The first thing is the intention to say that I want to earn that status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to be close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to love Allah and I want Allah to love me back. I want to earn His pleasure and for Him to be radi anni, for Allah to have rida on me. This is the first intention. And when you make that step, when you make that intention, when you take one step, Allah comes running towards you. It is the intention that really helps you to start on that path. And when you have that intention, then the floodgates of Allah's mercy and His guidance and everything that you need to earn that status starts to come in your path, and you're able to walk towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and earn His pleasure and His Jannah, inshallah. So the first thing is the intention, always, is what we do when we have a goal to achieve. The second thing that the youth of the cave did is that they always had Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in their remembrance. If you love somebody so much, you're always remembering them, you're always mentioning them. And this is exactly how the youth of the cave were in regards to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When they were running to the cave, they asked Allah, "Oh Allah, give us mercy and guide us." When they were in the cave, when they woke up, they thought of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and that is upon them. When they had to speak against the tyrant king and speak to their people and make da'wah, they mentioned Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they mentioned this beloved faith of theirs. And so the second part of getting close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to becoming a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that you remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every single experience and every single moment of your life. You mention Him subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we talk about perfecting your intention. We talk about always having Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in front of you, mentioning Him, remembering Him in everything that you do. And the other thing that the youth of the cave did is that they were steadfast. They insisted and they persisted that regardless of what comes towards us, regardless of how much hardship we face, what we have to leave behind, where we find ourselves in the end, we are committed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are committed to Him. We are committed to His faith. We're committed to practicing and worshiping in this world as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would like us to live in this world. And so that commitment and that steadfastness is also a characteristic of the people who have this honor with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and being the awliya of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in another ayah, subhanAllah, a beautiful ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu in tansurullah yansurkum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum." O you who believe, if you give victory to Allah, then Allah will give you victory and He will give you more steadfastness. He will make your feet even stronger in your steps as you move towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time and you put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first and regardless of the challenges, and you stick to this commitment that you have to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to live a life that is pleasing to Him, and you stick to the commitment that you have of speaking up for the truth and speaking up against what is false, this is what it means to give victory to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then gives victory to you. And with that victory comes even more courage. So there is also the awliya of Allah, they have courage. They have courage in every moment of their life. Although sometimes their hearts may quiver a little bit and sometimes they may be worried for their lives, but they still have that strength, inshallah, in front of everything that comes towards them. So after the youth of the cave show us how to earn that station and that rank with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows us in the rest of the story what you will earn in this dunya, let alone the akhirah, let alone the Jannah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His rida, and to be among the prophets and the messengers and the salihin and the shuhada. But what will you gain in this world? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about that and how He cared for the youth of the cave inside the cave, how He protected from the sun, how they found a comfortable area in the cave, how He moved them around so that their muscles and their skin will not get destroyed, and how He put their dog at the mouth of the cave to take care of them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the story in the Quran that people were asking, are there 3 of them and the 4th was their dog? Are there 5 of them and the 6th was their dog? It's not how many they were. It's not who they were necessarily. It's not even how long they slept. It's how the choices that they made affected the relationship that they had with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and ensured that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would be there for them, that He would support them, that He would guide them, that He would care for them, even in their darkest of times. And so when we work to gain that status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to gain that position with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for Allah to continue to guide us and to hold our hands and to be our hearing with which we hear and our sight with which we see, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will also show us things that we would never have imagined coming our way, miracles that we would never have expected from Him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, showing us that He loves us as much as, inshallah, we love Him.